Mobile Suit Gundam has been one of the most well-known anime franchises throughout history. When compared to more mainstream titles like My Hero Academia or even One Piece, you don't really hear much about the Gundam series, but it is very evident that they have an extremely committed fanbase that admires every aspect it has to offer for them. So with that, you would expect a game that really embodies this emotion and puts forth that type of effort. Yet U.C.Engage is one of the worst games, if you could even call it that, I have seen Bandai Namco Entertainment release in recent years. Let me first start off to say that I am a massive fan of Bandai Namco, specifically with their Tales of series. If you've played these games before, you might remember a game called Tales of Raise or even Tales of Castoria, both when they were released for the mobile devices. Bandai Namco works together with Ufotable, one of the greatest visual animation studios in the entire world. This is what usually sells these days for their games, while also cutting back on the wonderful plot and gameplay. Both of their previous gacha games shut down within the span of 2 years, despite the fact that they seem to be making substantial progress even for gacha games. I played both of these gacha games, and I had a lot of fun with them because, again, I'm a massive fan of the Tales series. But when I come to U.C.Engage, it makes me feel like I'm sitting here doing nothing while watching recaps of every Gundam movie and season throughout the years, while also watching a bunch of low-quality featured mechs duke it out in automatic gameplay, where it doesn't really immerse you. So what's the point? I would rather go watch the actual anime itself, not waste my time here. The recaps and animations for pulling mechs or using your X skills look great, which you can opt to perform manually or even automatically. But until you reach the harder battles, most conflicts are ended before you can even utilize any of these skills. I just don't see the point here. The quality just isn't where I would expect it to be from a Bandai game, nor does this game feel fun. The UI itself is very difficult to navigate because everything is so crammed together, and the mountains of text just look so sloppy and cluttered, making me want to quit the game entirely before I even have a chance to load up a battle to watch the recaps or watch the automatic gameplay. I wouldn't really call this gameplay though. It's quite simple. Choose a loadout of mechs and pilots and improve them if you can find the access to your gear and equipment in this UI, enter battle, deploy your units, and match them with the weaknesses of your opponents while also avoiding your own. Watch how your mechs fly around, hitting each other in zoomed in or bird's eye perspective mode. It just doesn't feel fun. I genuinely feel like I'm wasting my time and that this is a much poorer attempt at a gacha than their previous one. Though again, it could be just me being biased towards Tales games, and I'm not really that interested in Gundam. It just feels like a great disservice to the fans of the series, who may legitimately want to drive around in mechs or be more strategic with turn-based combat, considering I know how fantastic of a game that Bandai is capable of producing when they put into work. It appears that they have begun the process of making as much money as possible without actually doing anything. Instead of wasting your time and money here with the in-game purchases, I would much rather tell you to go watch the anime and movies yourself if you haven't seen them. If you are a huge fan of the series, go ahead and give it a try, but I feel like you will be disappointed, because I know I would.